We're excited to finally announce the Tabletop Titans Tournament. That is TTTT, if you're keeping track on your acronyms. That's right. This is a special event that we're going to be running over the next couple weeks. It is a single elimination tournament with 8 factions, 7 rounds, or 7 games, right. 3 rounds, and all the armies played by us live here on the channel starting this Saturday, the 21st.
It's going to be bananas. We're extremely excited to bring some super mean lists, kind of revisit our four of our favorite armies each, and kind of show what we've learned in 9th edition thus far, now that we actually know a little bit more about it, and are super excited for these just brutal games. It's going to be extremely fast-paced. We're going to be starting our first match this Saturday, August 21st, and then the next 2 weeks we're going to be doing 3 matches each week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
Following after that, we're gonna have our finale, the single game that week. It's gonna be amazing. We're super excited for it.
Yeah, September the 5th. That is gonna be the big finale. You're definitely not gonna want to miss that. But you're not gonna want to miss any of them because this is gonna be the first time we're playing the new 9th edition GT pack.
Yep.
Which we haven't actually played on the channel yet.
No.
But we've been playing it behind the scenes, and we're gonna be playing these armies a little more aggressively than we normally play on the channel. These are gonna be the strongest lists that we can build, that we like for these factions, and we're going to be playing them a lot more aggressively, a lot more with the tactics we would take to a tournament. It's still going to be friendly games. It's still going to be what you know, but we're going to be not holding back against each other at all.
That's right.
And we're going to see which faction rises to the top. So let's talk about this first matchup. The very first game is going to be me bringing my Tau against your Death Guard.
I'm really excited for this matchup. So just to talk a bit about mine briefly, I'm bringing back the Poxmongers. They're known for that nasty 4+ invuln.
Yeah.
Of course, for me, I'm bringing 3 of the Plague Burst Crawlers, buffing them up for the mega
Entropy cannons,
making them poison. Running a couple units of Plague Marines. And then I'm also really taking advantage of a couple niche weird things that I've found through our games. I'm taking a unit of Chaos Spawn, giving them Disgustingly Resilient, so they're super cheap,
This
fast.
is a new tactic, but super strong.
Exactly, and I'm also giving this Feel No Pain to a Terrax Drill, which really lets me control where my 2 Plague Marine squads go. I can Cloud of Flies one, Terrax the other one. So it's a really flexible list. Of course, we have things like Mr. Flameboy, so you're always fighting last. Really nasty list, supported by our friendly little Nurglings. I have 3 units of Nurglings that have been really crucial to preventing that early game sort of deployment. This is something that we've seen in tournaments coming out lately, so really excited to play those.
Yeah, if you've been following the competitive chatter, the Nurglings have been getting a lot of love.
Yep.
And you're going to see exactly how to get the most out of them because they're a really strong unit in this game.
What about you?
I'm going to be bringing the Tau, of course, one of the armies I'm most known for. And this is an army that's changed a lot. I've been working on a ton of different competitive lists. This one is going to be a Farsight Enclave. That is always what I'm going for. Only 4 commanders in this one, 2 detachments. And then I've got 2 Riptides as well. And I'm actually using the Riptides to body block for the commanders. They're going to have their shields up all game. One with the Relic Ion Gun, or prototype system Ion Gun, and one just with a burst cannon. So really interesting play there. But also I've got Devilfish, I've got Breachers, and I've also got Piranhas, which I'm going to be using to move block and charge and tag and grab secondaries. So it's a fast army. It hits pretty hard in shooting, and it's kind of hard to deny. Like, it's hard to tag. I don't have big units of Crisis to touch or anything like that. So we're going to see your army is really good at taking shots.
Right.
But my army does shoot really well. So we're going to see if it can really withstand, and we're going to see how many of those 4-up invulns you can make on some of these tanks.
That is really the question. Will it blend?
That's right.
So that's going to be the first matchup. Following the next Tuesday, we're going to have the Battle of the Invulns, your Custodes versus my Harlequins. Really excited for this matchup. What are you bringing?
Oh, the Custodes are clearly one of the most powerful factions at the start of the game here, and I'm going to be going for 6 Lars Terminators at the backbone. They're an amazing unit. I'm going to be backing them up with, of course, a Vexilla for teleport in.
Of course.
And I'm going to have a Telemon with twin storm cannons. He's going to be blocking from my characters, but also giving me some fire support. Speaking of fire support, I also got 5 Sagittarium, which pretty cool. I actually haven't been playing them a whole lot, but giving me something else. I've got a few Guard with Storm Shields, and then I have 3 characters. 2 Bike Captains, fully tricked out, with Warlord traits, relics, one's a commander, even blood games on 1 or 2 of them. And then I've got Trajan, just giving me extra CP, being another bully. So it's an army that hits incredibly hard. Actually has a lot of units, and has that big deep strike trick. So a lot to watch out for in that one.
So much tactical flexibility. I'm really nervous and excited about that matchup. It's going to be great. I'm running Frozen Stars with my Harlequins, so super melee focused. Of course, the bikes, you know them, you love them. I'm bringing 15 of those. I'm bringing just one fusion boat for some flexibility. A couple big troop squads. We've really seen the rise of troops competitively in tournaments. One with kisses, one with caresses. They're just all hugs and love for you. So plays very flexibly. I'm taking advantage of a ton of the new pivotal roles, things like the Shadow Stone, so I can extend the range on my Shadow Seer and have the flexibility of actually two Troop Masters. I've gone back and forth on those 3 HQ slots, but that's going to be it. So very flexible, very durable typically, but we're going to see the punch that you bring is actually no joke.
This is a matchup that in 8th edition, you know, I don't think the Harlequins had the hit.
No.
But now with their extra CP, and with the way that even the missions work, they play the missions better than the Custodes.
They're great.
You've got the speed. So these are 2 top-tier factions. Really excited to see how that one plays out. Our third game has a lot of firepower on the table. This is the Adeptus Mechanicus that I'm going to be playing against your CraftWorld Eldar.
That's right. So I'm bringing sort of a mixed strategy of the previous CraftWorld list that we've seen. Again, I really like these balanced lists. I don't like pushing all into shooting or all just into border control. So this time I'm bringing 3 fire prisms for just tons of DACA, fire and fade, all that good stuff. I have kind of really excited for my 3 4-man Shining Spear squads. Get more Exarchs in there, get those more of those invulns. They hit hard, they have a small footprint. Some Eldar players, definitely better Eldar players than me, have been trying this out competitively, doing really well. So I want to kind of play with this list. I think it hits super hard. Other than that, of course, I have 3 Wave Serpents, best transports in the game.
So good.
Topped up with my Farseer and my 2 Warlocks. So as you can see, it's kind of a mashup of my 2 previous lists, and I think it plays many different parts of the game well.
That's it. It plays all the phases, and it's got throwaway units. It doesn't rely on any one thing working out. I really love this army. I'm bringing an army that has just a ton of punch, but it's still pretty interesting. So I've got 2 units of Castellan robots, 1 of 5, 1 of 2. I'm trying to not hit that 6 magic number with them. That's the main meat of the damage output, but of course, I still have more. I've got 3 Cataphron Destroyers, which buff the robots, and they can hit hard themselves. I am taking Mars, so I've got Belisarius Call, I've got the Daedalosus, I've got the Manipulus, and of course, I have the Warlord traits for the Exploding Sixes, which goes well with everything.
Devastating.
I have 2 transports, the Dune Riders, and with 2 10-man squads of Electro Priests, 1 unit of Fulgurite, 1 of Corpuscari, and they shoot really well, they fight really well. So this army also is playing a lot of the game. It's got crazy shooting, but it also can fight. It doesn't have a ton of that speed and OPSEC, but it can definitely blast you off the objectives. And I think it's a good match for the Eldar.
Yeah, it's all going to be about positioning, who gets line of sight, who gets to shoot when, and things like that. And things like your transports are really scary to me because I actually need to get to what's inside, but they're just tough enough that you can often kind of strike before when it's too late for me, right? My 5-man Dire Avenger squad dies, you're buffed up with your invulns. So I'm going to be very excited to see what happens in that matchup. Our last matchup for the first round is, of course, 2 melee armies. We have my Orcs running Death Skulls versus a brand new army for the studio, your White Scars.
Yeah, this is the debut of the White Scars on the channel. So I'm really excited for this. And my White Scars that I'm bringing are a ton of new Indominus models. So I've got 40 Intercessors, Assault Intercessors, and I think I've got 10 more shooty Intercessor with the Assault weapon, because now they can advance and shoot. Got a Thunderhammer in there too, because for good measure. And I've got 9 of the Outrider bikes, so this is max Outrider bikes. They hit really hard, and they're so fast as White Scars. So that's going to be great. Speaking of fast, I've got 2 Invictors, which start up the board, and they punch really well and give me a bit more tank killing and shooting that I don't have. And then I'm pretty minimum on characters. I basically have a Khan on bike, who's the main backbone, and a Psyker as well. So this army has a ton of OPSEC, puts out a boatload of attacks, and it's in your face super fast.
And it's really fast and flexible. Yeah, you have that maneuverability. So this is a really amazing army. Now, typically you might say in 9th edition, White Scars versus Orcs, probably a blowout, right? Hopefully not, because I'm bringing a very 9th edition Orcs list. It's very different. It's not tons of boys. In fact, I have 0 boys in this list.
Well,
so it's gonna be wonky. The idea is tough bodies, fast bodies, shooty bodies, ideally in the same package, right?
That's right.
So I have no less than 12 mech guns. I have the Death Rolla Bonebreaker.
That's right.
With, of course, the Fortress. Super durable. I have 3 of the Scrap Jets with, of course, the Fight Twice.
So good at killing Primaris.
Amazing. And I even have the Rivet Gun because it's that sweet 2 damage, which, as you know, is so important in the meta right now to be able to deal with things like Primaris. And then just a bunch of Grot Bodies just for denying points, blocking charges, things like that. They're there to die. And, of course, you know it. I love it. You hate it. The Burnabama.
Oh.
2 of those, they are just devastating to many, many armies.
This is the flying headbutt stratagem. Lets them auto-explode and do mortal wounds in a big aura.
So good.
It takes my list as the most broken stratagem in the game. And so this Orc list really can hang with any list in this tournament.
I think so.
And you're seeing that it's a very non-traditional list, but it's something that really has the tools. So I'm excited to see how they perform against the Space Marines. It's really going to be a quick match in the center of the board. These 2 armies are going to hit. Because they're both so fast, so they have no choice.
Exactly.
But that is round 1.
Yep.
It's 4 games. We have no idea what round 2 is going to be. We're going to have to see who the winners and losers are. So you're not going to want to miss it. Come check out our games live. They're all going to be played live. Cheer on your favorite faction. See how the new 9th edition tactics for your army work. See how the new GT missions work. And really just come and support the channel. So remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the notifications for this first round, but also the upcoming rounds.
Let us know in the comments below or on a Facebook group who your top pick is to take the whole tournament. We're really excited to get some speculation going. Maybe play some bets, see what you guys are thinking. But we're super excited for this and hope you guys will join us on this journey of the Tabletop Titans Tournament.